Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the NF Audio RA15. As you can see, very good looking IEM. Now these are a bit different from NF Audio because these have I think two tuning nozzles, so they're a bit different. As you can see, dual cavity is what they typically use. Music series. I mean, I've obviously have a good look what these are because there's obviously a bit to go on, and I'm sure it's two nozzles. He probably states on there. Yeah, two sound tubes. So yeah, obviously you'll see what it's like. So anyway, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank NF Audio themselves for sending it to me, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video. Thoughts, opinions are my own as per usual. And yeah, so let's just get into it. So let's have a closer look. So obviously NF Audio, they do a lot of single DD models. Again, this is it. So ergonomic design, replaceable sound tubes, 0.78 silver plated cable, which is 2-pin. Full metal shell. I have to see what that's like in the winter. More of a problem. When it's not winter, doesn't really matter really. Obviously the accessories, ear guide, the earphones themselves, a load of different tips, a bag, cable, the sound tubes, and obviously two earphones. So very familiar packaging. The in-ear artist, as you can see there. There we go. Let's get one of these out. Again, as you can see, all metal. Quite a weight to it. Seems like a tank. RA15, as you can see there. Yeah, you can see it just screws off. So that means I'll have to graph obviously both sets. Extra small, medium and large. Look fairly wide ball. The different nozzles, obviously quite curious to see what that's like. Cable seems fine, 3.5 with their branding. Obviously this little soft pouch, nothing inside. And I think it's actually stuck. There we go. The paper out there. And yeah, so that's that. Again, quite curious to see if these make a big difference or if them. I don't know, really aggressively tuned. Well, obviously we'll see what they're like. And yeah, see in the next clip. So welcome to my review section of the NF Audio RA15. And yeah, so straight into this. So here's the cable. I think I've seen this before, but it's absolutely fine. Straight 3.5. It's very flexible, as you can see. It's slightly on the thin side, but I don't think it really matters. There's a chin slider which actually works in my opinion. So here, got NF Audio on there. It's actually it's fairly stiff. Loose ones to me make no sense, but that one's pretty good. And obviously that's what they look like. Obviously fixed. Now these seem to be the same shell shape as other NF products, which is not bad at all. Obviously the 2-pin style. No issues at all. Obviously just 3.5 because for these you don't really need balance at all because they're easy to power. So comfort and fit. Now I actually found these quite comfortable. They seem to be more of a deep fit. So as you can see there, they're quite thin here, so they're quite a deep insertion kind of earphone. Just take that off. Yeah, so all my build quality and all that is absolutely fine as well. And yeah, so here's the nozzle. So this is the brass one, bronze one, whatever you want to call it. And the other one, as you saw in the pack, is, well, the one actually supplied and fitted was the silver one. Obviously, I'll talk about the tuning of those when I get to it, but obviously that's what they look like. And it's like any other one, you just screw it off. Screw it on, it's tight. Yeah, no problem at all. Works absolutely fine. And they do make a difference to tuning. Obviously, I'll get to that in a bit. So, pound sensitivity in this set is very easy, no problem at all. And that's it. No issues at all. So technicalities on this set was actually, I thought was actually pretty good. Excuse me. So yeah, technicalities pretty good. Timbre on this set, I'm not really keen on it. It doesn't really sound that natural. Sounds a little bit, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe more of a, it's a little bit unnatural, maybe metallic kind of tone to it. And that's it really. Normally DDs, they do sound more natural, but I think this is a treble boost. which we'll get to. I think it makes it sound different really. So isolation on this set is actually quite good. Consider it's a DD set. You can see vents from in the rear part, especially if you use this in wind as well. Yeah, actually isolates pretty good. Sound stage and imaging, I think the imaging on this set was actually pretty good, and stage was actually okay on this set. And that's it. So tuning. So again, I've graphed both of the nozzles, the brass one and the silver one. So as you can see, they actually do make a difference. But anyway, so the differences are, as you can see, with the brass one is more low end and a little bit smoother at the 3K. I think it's the better one at the 2. Now, it looks quite bassy. Well, it looks quite muddy kind of tuning, but it isn't, because it actually is quite bright. Now, I don't know what you'd call this shape. It's not a U shape. It's probably not V shape. I'm not quite sure what you'd actually call it. But like I said before, I think why the timbre sounds off, the tonality's off, it's because it's got that boost from, you know, especially that 5K peak. Now, sometimes you can get a little bit of sibilance. Now, this is tuned a bit different from the norm. Normally, you get the upper mid-range, lower treble boosts, but now the gains further up. So, vocals on this set actually sound pretty good, but some instruments sound quite sharp, again, because it's quite bright. Again, different tuning from what I've tried for quite a while. Now it looks, again, like I said, muddy, but I think because of that treble boost, as you can see, it's higher than the bass. They don't really seem that bassy, but the bass on them actually is quite fine when you get to it. But they can be a little bit fatiguing because of it's got that boost, plus you got that 15K or 14K peak as well. So they do, on the whole, they are quite a detailed set. Personally for me, they're not tuned what I like. I prefer, as you can see, where it's that 2K is, it should really stop there and maybe start to slowly tail off. But because of this, you do get a detailed treble set, set of earphones. Now it depends if that's for you. Personally, they're not for me. If you like vocals, it's kind of a weird set. You want to turn it up to get vocals more forward. But then there's a lot of treble past that, so you want to turn it up louder to hear female singers, but then the treble stops you because it can be a little bit fatiguing. Different set. Again, not my cup of tea, but I always appreciate things that aren't Harman style these days, because there's a lot of Harman-ish kind of tunings these days. Anyway, that's the differences with the treble. I prefer the brass one, as you can see. Silver is a bit more so it's has a little bit less low end. Not much, but it has that more boosted 3K area, so it seems even more forward in my opinion compared to the brass version. So yeah, not my cup of tea, but they're not ultimately a bad set. It's different, but it doesn't match kind of what I think really. And I think that's it. So conclusion is, what do I think? Ultimately not a bad set, but the tuning, just to be honest, is just not my cup of tea. I think with that big treble boost, it sounds a little bit unnatural. Again, they should have tailed it off. See where it gets 2K on that graph? They should have started to smooth off. It maybe needs a bit more dampening, I don't know. But again, I graphed this after I listened to it, so I thought, oh, this sounds a bit different. Because normally with the NF audio, they're normally like vocal forward, and I thought, oh, this is a bit different. But it sounded a bit sharper further up, so obviously I graphed it, and it's what I kind of expected. But yeah, my opinion, it could probably do a little bit more dampening. Then I think it actually would be a decent set. The DD, the views actually seems to be pretty good in this set as well. Good comfort, fit. Accessories is a little. It could be a little bit maybe better, to be a bit picky, but yeah, just needs a bit more refinement and a treble, and then it ultimately would be it wouldn't be a bad set. And the sub bass does roll off, which is a bad thing, but keep the sub bass going, smooth the treble off a little bit, and it will be a decent enough set. And I think that's it really. So yeah, I think I put it in, not a bad set, just not my cup of tea really. And I think that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching, take care, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.